What's up, everybody? This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, kicking back with everybody. Welcome to Live with Jay, number 119. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Apparently, we're in a tsunami watch right now in the Bay Area, or the whole West Coast. So hopefully, we're not underwater soon. They said that the waves are expected. They said to stay away from the ocean or from coastal areas until about one, I think they said, about an hour. But yeah, it's crazy. They always have those out here though. They had one a while back too, and I remember like in 2012 or something like that. When the big earthquake happened in Japan, some of the waves got crazy in Santa Cruz. I remember. The crowns? What crowns? Shirt? But anyway, what's up with everybody? I see Shortcuts on here. Chris Grima, Duval, what's up, bro? Marin County is gonna be underwater. Well, you guys like where I live. I live near high ground, so like 2 blocks from here there's a mountain. So if there was a tsunami, I'll just drive up that mountain and I'm good. This is the people that are right by the water that are screwed if there was a tsunami. But yeah, Marin is mostly mountains, so you guys will be all right. I guess many of the people that live in Bolinas and in Stinson Beach are the ones that are going to have more of an issue if there was a tsunami. What's up, Julio Solario? Julio Solario. Hey, I got Doritos. Kind of hungry. Anyway, what's up, Raider Rich? El Goocher. The Gooch. Yeah, man. So hopefully we're not underwater. Yeah. I'm looking like an Indio today. I got the apocalypto haircut. Nah, hell no, I can't. I put that shit. I'll be having heartburn all night. I'm kind of hungry. Anyway, what's up, Chris Grima? I don't really have nothing that specific I'm going to talk about today. I mean, there is a flood warning today. Not a flood warning, but a tsunami warning. They said there was an earthquake somewhere in Russia. And you know, them waves travel. It's just crazy. Oh, yeah, what happened to Gabe? I heard he was in the hospital or something. For sure, come through. South Marine is on the other side of the Golden Gate. You're talking about like Stinson and Bolinas and all that, right? Boy. Took a walk today at Jack London Square. I don't know if you guys see my short. Um, I took the little ferry that takes you across to uh takes you across to Alameda. Apparently, there's a free shuttle now, a ferry. You could take it from Jack London Square into Alameda. I tested it out today. It was pretty dope. I'm like, that's cool. At least they know they have that now. I didn't know they had that until recently. So if you guys see my little short, I did a little short on it. They could be there right now as we speak. It was a ferry, but but yeah, it was a little boat that takes you across the water. Pretty dope though. I went to the Alameda side. We were right there by by the Target, right there by the little shopping center. Right there, leave it right there. But but yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, they said at 1 a.m. we'll know. Yeah, it's free. You don't have to pay shit. You just jump on it and it takes you across the water. But anyway, yeah, I guess they said that the I guess they said that we'll know around 1 if something happens here in California or anywhere in the West Coast. You know what city I heard got destroyed by a tsunami a long time ago was um Crescent City up there by Pelican Bay. At Westside Alameda, yeah. It's pretty cool out there now. No, it's not. It wasn't nothing before. It was just the base and all those homes and shit in the flea market. Remember that? I heard something about that. There been a couple of shootings. You know, another shooting somewhere else. You're in Contra Costa? Well, cool. I need to lose weight too. I'm fat. A family member of mine is taking the shot, the one in your stomach, and it makes you supposedly lose weight. I think I'm gonna tell my doctor to give me that shot. No, I'm not buff. In New York? Yeah, I heard something about it. Been crazy out there. You guys hear about the tsunami? I said we're gonna be underwater. Hopefully not. If I hear the alarms go off, then I'm fucked. If it's 1 and the alarms go off, I'm screwed. Because we have an alarm system here where I live. I got the man boobies. I'm afraid to show them because West Watson might get turned on. Head for the I live near the mountains too, so I'm not too far from high ground, thankfully. If I get in my car, I could be in high mountains in like 5 minutes. On the Pimp Mobile. See your views. Did you guys hear about all the Edgars that got arrested? I know, Fraser. But you guys hear about all those Edgars that got arrested in Oakland? Uh, Apparently, there was some illegal nightclub going on 85th, there in the deep. I guess it's over there by the kind of by the DMV, and someone got killed there. They got shot and killed, and they said that the owner of the club left and locked the locked the place and left everyone trapped in there or something like that. What the hell? He fled running from the police. Gooch was there. But yeah, I don't know if you guys seen that. It was on the news. What was it, like a bicycle club? I seen a lot of Edgars there. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'll take one. I ain't top. No, I ain't got no top. I feel like fade. What's up, Joe Mama? But yeah, I guess it was some little a speakeasy, a underground club. Hella Edgars were there. And yeah, it was over there on 85th, up there by in the deep. Oh yeah, it was probably like corridos tumbados. That scene. It's because they don't even really have like a real Mexican club in Oakland no more like they used to back in the days. So that's probably why they're doing it. I don't know why nobody opens one. Yeah, I heard Uncle Dave was sick. What happened to him? Well, back in the day, there used to be hella Mexican clubs in Oakland. There used to be Fandango Latino, Flankers. They used to do the dances at they used to do dances at the Eastmont Mall. They used to do them at the Kaiser Convention Center. They don't really do those anymore. But, maybe that's why they're doing these underground clubs, you know? That element is missing. The only Mexican club I ever got to check out in Oakland was Fandango Latino back in the days. A do-rag. I used to have one a long time ago. I used to put it on at night to make my hair go back. It would work more than a hairnet. It was like a little do-rag that I would put on top of my head at night, and then would make my hair slick back. I never really wore it on the street. I just wore it here at the house. Thank you. I think it looks nice too. Yep, I did. Well, I used to have my hair. My hair grows, bro. I don't know. I don't like having long hair all the time. What's up, Ron Garcia? Instead of beer bottles. Those plastic bottles where you walked in the restroom and everyone's sniffing the keys. I still grow my hair out though. In the wintertime, I let my hair grow out. I'm gonna have a slick back. In the summertime, I fade it or I shave it sometimes. You stole the hoses? Which Baylor shoes is not even around no more, is it? Why, your hair don't grow or what? I got blessed, bro. Fuck, I'm lucky. I got hair at my age. I know people that are my age don't even have no hair. My hair still grows. Yeah, I'm a Toltec. I'm an Aztec, a Toltec, a Maya. One of my brothers doesn't have a lot of hair. One of my brothers, he's bald from the front. Vegeta. Yeah, my hair grows, I have a little bit of a receding hairline right here, but yeah. Yeah, we're going to be underwater soon, Joe Mama. Well, if you're not on the coast, you don't have to, I mean, if I was bald headed, bro, I wouldn't have no hair. I'd probably shave right now. I have a little bit of a receding hairline right here. Just a little bit, but not a lot. Vegeta. Yeah. That tsunami that hit, what was that, 2004, 5? I think in Indonesia, that was crazy. I remember that. I don't know if you guys remember when that happened. I was a youngster when that happened. They had a small tsunami in Santa Cruz. I don't know if you guys remember that in 2000. What was that, like 12 or 14? It was when there was a big earthquake in Fukushima, right, in Japan. And the waves came to the west coast, and one of the marinas in Santa Cruz got destroyed. I don't know if you guys remember that. I seen it live, bro. There were like helicopters filming it, and it was fucking destroying the whole marina. We went to Hi-Fi Burger. Hi-Fi Burger. I only went that one time. Maybe I'll try it again sometime. I heard they have a pastrami one now, supposedly, or they're gonna have one. That'd be good. A pastrami burger. I actually, believe it or not, it wasn't actually. It wasn't that expensive, to be honest with you. It was más o menos. To be honest with you, today I had a pastrami sandwich. I went to Togo's. I hadn't been to Togo's in a long time. I went to the one in Emeryville, and I bought me because I had something to do in Berkeley earlier. I don't got nobody blocked on anything, and I went and ate they had the pastrami pretzel sandwich. Yuba City. I mean, look at that dude from Yuba City. Look at his name. Is he a troll or is he a real person? Ranjit. Welcome, Ranjit. Another what? Ramit, that's what I'm saying. Ranjit, Ramit. Yeah. Ben Chod Bloody. But no, I went to he owns a 7-Eleven, and they're gonna open another one where? I know they got the one in the west. Yeah, I got the you bloody goat. I got the pastrami sandwich at Togo's, the one with the pretzel bun. It's called the pretzel rami. That shit's hella bomb. If you ever go to Togo's, I suggest to get that one. But yeah, I was over there in Berkeley, and I went to Emeryville, and then I went to Jacqueline Square to walk a mile, and then I took the ferry across the water, and just had a relaxing day. I say, chilling in the town. Then came back home. Now I'm here live with you guys. I took a day off today. Today's my kickback day, just chilling at the casa. No, I didn't work tonight. I just chilled. Today's my day. Usually Tuesdays are my day off. Tuesdays are usually the slowest day in work, so I just take it off and just chill at the house. Rough one out at sea. And you know what? It was crazy. I was about to get on the boat when I seen the tsunami warning. I was like, what the fuck? Gooch Low. Yeah, Hulk Hogan passed away, huh? Let's talk about that. I mean, it is Live with Jay. Hulk Hogan. What do you guys think of Hulk Hogan? Leave it in the comments. What do you think of the Hulkster, brother? Hulkamaniac. and I'll tell you what I think about him. Come on, guys. Let's uh let's participate. Here, Colgan. You love this wife. Where's his daughter, Brooke? He hated the Mayas. He hated Beaners too, apparently. I mean, my take on Hulk Hogan is, he's a. It's hard to not, even though he said dumb shit and you know, uh, uh I don't know. It's one of those. It's one of those weird things. He did a lot of work with a lot of black people. The thing I think the thing that messed him up was his wife filmed him arguing with her about his daughter Brooke possibly dating a black dude or something, and he went off on some racist tirade, and it kind of messed him up right there. But I mean, as far as like Hulk himself, yeah, he's a legend in wrestling. It's hard to deny that, regardless of who he is, but or who he was personally. But well, I mean, when I was growing up, Hulk Hogan was like the shit. You know what I mean? Uh, and his I remember him, back in the days. The thing that I'm surprised is that he made it this far, because if you really, really look up wrestlers from back then, bro, a lot of them are dead, bro. Very few made it to be very old, bro. A lot of them died in their 50s and 60s. Kind of surprised that Hogan made it to 71. I think Andre the Giant, he died about my age, bro. He was like 46 or 47 when he died. Big John Studd, he died in 1995. Who else? I said Andre the Giant. Macho Man Randy Savage, he was in the 60s when he died. Uh, Roddy Piper passed away too a few years back. So a lot of people, a lot of wrestlers, that take a lot of toll on their body, and then the steroids and God knows what else they put in there. What's his name still hanging though? He's still alive and he's hella old. Jesse the Body Ventura, like the Yokozuna. Do you guys remember that wrestler? His name was Mr. Fuji. I don't know if you guys remember him. I remember Mr. Fuji, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Hillbilly Jim. I remember the wrestlers from when I was a kid. The Junkyard Dog. There were the Mexican dudes like Tito Santana and Pedro Morales, but I think he was Puerto Rican. There was a couple other Latino ones too back then. Rikishi, I don't remember. Yeah, but Mr. Fuji, I think he had been a wrestler too at one point, and became later a manager. And then those one fools, what were they called? The Bumblebees and the British Bulldogs. I remember all them fools from back then. Jake the Snake Roberts, and what was that fool that used to look in the mirror? There was a wrestler that used to look himself in the mirror. What was his name? What's up, Richie Loke? Sting. What was his name? Wasn't his name Ravishing Rick Rude? I think. Sergeant Slaughter. Anybody remembers him? Then Devo, he wrestled for a little bit. His name was Zeus. I don't know if you guys remember that. Saludos. What's up? But yeah, Hulk Hogan passed away. He was 71 years old. The Hulkster brother. I'm over here to play Hulkamaniac. I remember in the late 80s when the Mankind, oh yeah. I remember the 80s, late 80s when they used to do like the main event in WrestleMania. That shit was dope. All right, 2001. But yeah, that was, back in the days when I was a kid. Hulk Hogan was on the list, possibly. Gooch is on the list. Not messing around. Was it Lex Luger? Oh yeah, I remember that, and I remember Jesse the Body Ventura would always call him Chico Santana. Was it Lex Luger? I thought it was that dude ravishing Rick Rude. I could have sworn he was the one that used to have the mirror. I could be wrong. I remember Jake the Snake Roberts. He was funny too. Yeah, that was back in the days. Yeah, I remember. I remember the WWF stuff. Used to always come on at night on regular TV. You didn't have to do pay per view or anything. I remember watching the main event, and I watched that famous fight between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. I seen that on TV, bro. It wasn't even pay per view or none of that back then. It was on regular TV. They used to play it. Damn. Sorry. But yeah, that was back in. Oh shit. Hold on, bro. Sorry, something like down my throat. But yeah, that was back in the days. Might have to go get some water. But yeah, sorry about that. Someone down my throat. I don't know if it was the Doritos I was eating. Maybe some crumbs. It messed my throat up for a second. It continues. I'll go get some water. Ooh, Coca. Yeah, I don't mess around with the Coke. I never did I never did hard drugs. Never tried it. I don't know if you guys did it, but I never done Coke. I've never done PCP. I've never done heroin. None of this shit. I never even done acid or psychedelic drugs. Lex Luger nickname. He used to use mirrors that someone else may have. A gram. Nah, I never snort that shit. I never done hard drugs, bro, ever. Never smoked crack, never snorted weed. I mean, never snorted coke, never smoked. I smoked weed. That was about it. Just drank cigarettes. Yeah, Rich, I swear to God, I never tried it. I only smoked since me. I actually seen that guy live before. The guy that sings that song. I do not smoke the coke. I only do since Mia. Here, buddy. Smoke bed bugs. Hell nah. I had bed bugs once. That shit was fucking scary. Second, I won't see the. Has anybody out there with smoked bed bugs? Ozzy snorted ants. Never had bed bugs. I used to put the thin strip stack 2 nights in my blunts. Gooch. Gooch used to go to Ozzy Osbourne concerts and do acid. He used to eat spaghetti too. Snorted weed? You probably can. See, Raider got the Gooch. He got some on me. I never even tried acid. I've never tried mescaline. I never tried coke. None of that. Oh, pubic lights. Yeah, I never heard that before, Chris. About you told me about it. Gooch. Gooch has probably tried it all. I can tell. He probably smoked hella cigarettes. He probably done hella acid. He probably did mescaline. He probably did a little bit of heroin, a little bit of coke. Maybe smoke PCP. I doubt it though. Cowgirl. Yeah, but you've done them. That's what I'm saying. I've never done them, bro. See, you got something on me. I don't know what cocaine feels like. I don't know what heroin feels like. I don't know what any of them drugs feel like. The only thing I know what it feels like is weed and and alcohol. That's it. I mix codeine with Xanax. Like 100. Oh yeah, Paco Banton. Yeah, I met him before. I was listening to some reggae yesterday. Paco Banton, he's from Birmingham, England, same place where UB40's from. But I've never done the drugs. Cocaine makes you feel like Hulk Hogan, brother. Yeah, I never fucked with any of that shit, Rich Gooch. I'm cool. I think for me, Handsworth, Birmingham, a lot of reggae groups came out of there actually. Um, I don't know. I don't think. I see so many people ruin their lives with drugs, like from an early age. It kind of turned me off, to be really honest with you. You know, growing up in Oakland and growing up, even just growing up around the other cities I lived in. Uh, I I seen too many fools fuck up their lives, bro, and it just kind of like made me not want to go down that. Yeah, Skill Pulse, Oswald, I think it's from there. Paco Brompton, UB40. I like Trip Irie, but I think he's from London. Trip Irie is tight. If you know, you know. I like reggae too. I've never been around Tweakers. I've been around a few. It's not fun. What are those, like whippets? I used to know someone who used to do that shit all the time. I knew somebody that used to do that balloon stuff. I don't know what it does to you, but I heard of it. I think they call it whippets. Yeah, one of my homies who was addicted to pills, he passed away. I want to say he was probably doing heroin, possibly too, because he got so addicted. The air balloon, it's laughing gas, is it? Was it like nitrous oxide or something? I only smoke Sinsemilla. I do not smoke the coke. I only smoke Sinsemilla. In February, what do you say? In February 24, I was. Hello, Taj. Some shit. It's the Shiba. Nas. It's laughing gas, huh? That sucks. So that shit makes you laugh or what? Or it makes you hella hyper? I never tried it, so I have no clue. Toshiba, yeah. Hello, Tosh. Get the Toshiba. I heard that song too. The dentists use that? Is that what they use? I've never had them gas me up. They used to do that stupid ass injection that would put my mouth to sleep. I haven't smoked over 20 years. I never a big cigarette smoker. I went through a phase where I smoked a lot of cigarettes, and I smoked like Blackie Miles and Stogie cigars. I agree, Julio Solorio. To be honest with you, I 100% agree with you. I feel the same fucking way. Oh yeah, I never got knocked out by dentists. The only thing I had was where they put the injection in your gums and it puts your mouth to sleep. That's the only thing they ever done to me. Newports, I remember those Newports and GPCs, ghetto pack cigarettes, Blackie Miles, half Tampas. I used to smoke half Tampas too. Remember beaties? Shortcuts used to smoke beaties like crazy. I heard Novocaine. Yeah, it's crazy. It seems like only people from the Bay Area remember beaties because when I ask people from other areas, they don't remember those. Have you ever done a whip with the gas? Yeah, I never tried it. I had a friend who used to do that. See, Richie knows about beaties, gangster pack cigarettes, the GPCs. Yeah, I remember those. Yeah, they had a pink string around them. Usually the package was pink too, or red, or like a bright color. No, but when I talk to like people from other areas, a lot of people don't know what they are because I've asked people from about my age in other areas and they don't know what beaties are. I don't know if they were just popular here, maybe Northern California thing. But yeah, I remember them. I remember they were really popular when I was a youngster. Virginia Slims. My grandpa used to smoke Camels, non-filter. I remember those. I tried those when I was younger. The no filter Camels. I still remember fools. Some older people they used to roll their cigarettes and just smoke them. Beaties, they were Indian, huh? They were like Indian cigarettes, I think. The frame, Camels, some penitentiary type shit. Dave still smokes, probably. I remember back in the days though, people used to smoke a lot of cigarettes when I was a youngster. I'm still old enough to remember, like restaurants would have cigarette vending machines. Who remembers that? Who's old enough to remember that? I still remember when I was really little, you'd go to a restaurant here in the Bay Area, and they tell you, uh, do you want smoking or non-smoking section? They hit East Coast too. Oh, did they? Yeah, yeah, they were pretty popular out here. Rollies in the res, in the res. Yeah. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to see those cigarette vending machines everywhere. Oh yeah, I seen them in casinos, but now when I was a kid, I used to see those everywhere, bro. You go into like a bar or a restaurant, sometimes even some stores, and they'd have them. And remember when we were kids, like those of you who are about my age, remember You'd go into a grocery store and the cigarettes were right behind the cashier, like they were right there, and they would just grab them and pass them to the person. Like in a regular grocery store, you don't see that really anymore. That is true, Gooch. The red face. Hey, I am an Indio, shit. Or at least half. Yeah, but I remember that. Like when you go to a restaurant or certain places, they tell you smoking or non smoking. They took that out years ago. You know, when first time I ever went to a nightclub, I was about, I was young, bro. I was like about 18. And that's when they still used to allow people to smoke in nightclubs. And that shit was a fucking cloud of just cigarette dust, smoke. I mean, yeah, I remember the cigarette candies. Yep, airplanes and buses. I heard, bro. I can't remember if I ever bought them. I'm pretty sure I did. The cigarette candies when I was hella little, I probably did. They used to blow smoke. Like if you blow on them, they used to blow like fake smoke. I think I could be wrong. Cigarette candies. That's hella old school. I do remember those. Leftover cigarettes. Most of my family stopped smoking fairly early. My dad, I remember, he used to smoke a little bit, but he quit pretty quickly. My brothers used to smoke too, but they also didn't do it for too long. Not blow. Come on, mom left her cigarettes. Yeah, but I never. I did get into smoking cigarettes for a little bit though. Probably when I was like 18, between 18 and about, I say roughly 21. I smoked cigarettes for a little bit. I wasn't like an everyday smoker, but it was like sometimes I would buy a pack and smoke it. It'd last me a few days, and then I'd kind of wait, and I'd probably buy another pack in a few weeks and smoke it again. So I went through a little phase, but I never was a hardcore like chain smoker, like smoking every minute. I wonder if more people are smoking weed than drinking alcohol. I still see a lot of drunks out there, though. Garcia. I think I might have tried a Garcia Vega one time. I smoked one of them big ass Cuban cigars before. I remember when I was really little, though. When I was really little, I remember a lot of older men used to smoke cigars a lot. I remember I'd be like on the street and see like an older man smoking a cigar. And I remember still seeing like dudes smoking pipes, like tobacco pipes too, when I was little. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I remember seeing it when I was hella little. Yeah, everybody smoked weed. I was out in Morgan Hill on Saturday. Wasn't it the same day that they had the Garlic Festival? Did they bring back the Garlic Festival to Gilroy? Still some 20-some-year-olds up to buying cases of beer, liquor. Peach Optimals? I don't even remember those. What were those cigarettes that used to be like brown colored or dark colored? What were those called? Who remembers those? I remember smoking them a few times. Were they called Moors? Something like that. Oh yeah, I used to sell Swisher Sweets. Yep, I remember those. I used to sell weed for a minute, allegedly, a long time ago. I always had a little few bucks on me. Belas? I don't know if I remember those. Bellas or Belas? No me acuerdo. Perro. What were the brown cigarettes called though? Nobody remembers? They were like brown, dark colored cigarettes. I remember smoking those when I was young. And I remember there were these cigarettes called Benson Hedges. You guys remember those? I think I might have tried them once. Color. You guys used to smoke perp. What's up, Irony? Puro smoke. What's up, Timo? Purple food color on my mota to sell. Oh, so you used to cheat people. I got that perp. Saludos. What's up, Irony? Yeah, man. But yeah, I wasn't much of a smoker. A little bit. Smoked a little bit of weed and smoked some cigarettes. Booyaka. I don't remember where. I don't even know where that came from, fool. Well, it's 12:38, so I'm still not underwater. So hopefully the coast is clear. Yeah, we were two types of stoners. Now the ones how to grow their own shit. Yeah, I know. Actually, know a bunch. They grow their own stuff. Is Hawaii underwater yet? Smoking perp. Japan got hit first. Yeah, because it was in Asia, so it makes sense. Was there any tsunami activity in Japan? Hurricane warning. That sucks. Oh, you know what? That's one thing I want to talk about. Thank God, thank you, Fraser, for bringing the word hurricane up. It is live with Jay, so we do talk about politics on that day. Today, I didn't have really much to talk about, but it's the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. I was watching a documentary about it the other day when the big hurricane hit Katrina. I mean, that shit was terrible, bro. That was devastating. What happened there? That shit killed a lot of people. I'm pretty sure a lot of bodies weren't even found. So many people got killed in that. You know what I mean? But yeah, Hurricane Katrina. You guys remember when that happened? That was crazy. That destroyed New Orleans for sure. It's crazy because New Orleans. I don't know who was the genius that built that city, but that city is below sea level and it's prone to flooding and it's surrounded by levees and it's surrounded by levees and what you call it and rivers and the sea. And that shit was crazy. That was crazy what happened, man. It's sad that the government didn't do more to help people. When I was watching this documentary, and I remember when I was watching it live when it happened, it was like they literally let people just die there, bro. It was fucked up, man. Really fucked up what happened in New Orleans back then. You know. I don't know if you guys remember that, but yeah, that was 20 years ago. Crazy. I remember when all that happened. To manipulate the weather? AI? Huh. I haven't heard about that. I heard about programs to manipulate the weather, like DARPA and stuff like that. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like the Bay Area and a lot of Northern California hasn't been as hot and warm this year. It's actually been pretty cold. I don't know how it is in the Central Valley, but out here it's been a pretty cold. Uh, the show Truth is based on Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, I was just watching a documentary about Katrina, but no, it's just been it hasn't been really that hot lately. It's been pretty cold, like pretty cold. I mean, I know the Bay Area we normally have cold winters, summers, but this summer's been pretty cold. My wife got me a Wing Chun wooden dummy back in February. Finally came, yes, 200 pounds. I'm just saying we haven't had one heat wave. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There hasn't been really too many hot days. In the 90s. Right now it's probably like 60 outside. Or let me see, what's the weather outside right now? Yeah, we haven't had too many hot days. It's 59 degrees outside right now. Aliens are gonna attack in November. Stomping in his camp. I never had honchos. I never had a Tim's. I never got into them. Straw skirt. I'm just wearing shorts. Crocs. I never had Crocs. I see all these little youngsters wearing them. The aliens are coming. They're gonna take Rich. They're gonna take Gooch. I had lugs, yeah, back in the days when I was a youngster, but I never had Tim's. I had lugs. I was what, like 90, 98, 99. I had a couple pairs of lugs. Wooden clogs. I had a friend who was from Belgium, and he had some wooden clogs as an ornament in his house. Goodyear sandals. I got some Birkenstock sandals on right now. They're hella comfortable. Look. Red Wings. Yeah, I had a friend who had a pair of clogs. He didn't wear them. He just had them like as an ornament because he was from the country where they make them. He was from Belgium, I think. Yeah, Belgium. A claw? This is my back scratcher. I'm just playing with it. Clogs, I don't know if they're expensive. I'm not sure, but that's basically iron. Those stupid things. What do they call? What do they call those shoes? What do they call the ones they wear now? Are basically Crocs. They're basically a modern version of the old school wooden clog. That's all it is. Yeah, Birkenstock. Yeah, those are hella comfortable. I got a pair of tennis shoes that are Birkenstock too that I bought a long time ago. My homie gets them, so he gives me deals on them sometimes. I have a homie who owns a shoe store in Oakland. So I'm a true hippie, a true Bay Area hippie. I got Birkenstocks, Croc Martens. I remember Doc Martens. Who else wears Red Wings? Croc Martens. Dope era. Strawberry. I see hella people wearing those stupid Croc things. I don't get what the fascination with them are. Are they really that comfortable? Wearing my Red Wings. And Coach wearing his Red Wings. Aren't Red Wings work shoes? Maggot wings. Shacks. What do you think of Trump's cankles? Cankle, I don't know. He's fat, I know that. I'm fat. He's orange and fat. Buddy Cooch. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I wanted to do a live today just to chill with y'all, say what's up. I didn't have really much to talk about. Sometimes I have a topic I want to talk about. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I own different boot brands. Don't buy them as much no more. You wear cowboy boots, Rich? Trump has to soak his ankle in Epsom salt and sleep with his feet elevated. Oh, okay. Where it's fast? Fast ass Dave? I don't know. I don't know. I'm surprised he's not on here. According to those cartoons, Trump's gonna be gone soon. The hairdo? Well, my hairdo? Gooch wears he wears an orange vest at dinner. He wears Red Wings with an orange vest and some old stained up Carhartts at dinner. Stained up Carhartt pants. Preferably double kneed. Pull up underwear. That'd be torturous for the dog. Poor dog. Hey Gooch, you be wearing double kneed what do you call that? Fuck, my brain's farting right now. Um, Not Ben Davis, the other one. Carhartts. Hey Rick, so you wear Carhartt every day? For Wranglers. Do you wear Wrangler stuff? I got some work clothes. I got some range pants. I got a couple pairs of Carhartts, a couple Ben Davis things. Gooch dressed like he in the res. Hey Gooch, you be going to the res? White calf high socks. Ranger shirts. Oh, hey Gooch, you ever wore Doc Martens? I'm talking to the Raider Rich. I I got a couple Carhartt shirts. I got a couple pairs of Pendleton stuff too. I don't know if Gooch, what he thinks about Pendleton. Okay, Doc Martin. I never really got into them, but I had a few friends who used to wear them. I remember they were really popular in the 90s when I was a youngster. Doc Martens. Remember when Flacco told that story where he almost got killed on the res and ended up getting a feather tattoo on his neck? I think so. I think I remember him talking about something like that. I got a couple Pendleton flannels and I got a couple Pendleton dress up shirts too, like button ups, and a t shirt. I have two Pendleton t shirts. His Hulk t shirt, Black Sabbath jacket, and Dale Earnhardt cap. Are you into NASCAR, Gooch? Haven't not been to the res in years. Hey, you got one on me, bro. I've never been to a res. I'd go to one though. I'm not scared. I've been to a native casino, but I've never been to a res, an actual reservation. American Me poster. We're gonna buy Rich a signed, autographed, blood in, blood out poster. The res. I'm not scared to go to res. I've never been on a res, bro. I've never had no reason to go on one. If someone takes me, yeah, I'd go. I'm not tripping. They probably think I'm one of them, probably. Why the hell would I watch you NASCAR? Oh, man. But hey, I got to get off. I'm kind of being a little loud and people are trying to sleep. Oh, Flacco, the tall guy, as Uncle Dave calls him. But hey, y'all, I got to get off actually. But, I wanted to tap in and say what's up to everybody. Just to say, Kit Wonders. And, yeah, I'm surprised that Gooch doesn't like NASCAR. That's a hell of a surprise for me. But, but yeah, man. But I'm about to tap out, y'all. There's people asleep here, too. But,